Hello everyone, the 316 here with another Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse double review. This time I got the Target exclusives, Yellow Lantern Batman on the left here, and Animal Man on the right. Both figures originally released at Target for $22.99. I got both of mine a little bit cheaper than that. Batman on the left I had to get loose, but got him for about 20 bucks. And Animal Man over here I think I got about 15, so not too bad price wise. So let's start off with their accessories. So of course they both come with a card, as is standard for these figures. I do like both of these cards. However, one thing I want to point out is Animal Man's got the jacket on here, doesn't on there. On the back here we have their read-ups if you want to take a peek at that. Alright. They, of course, come with a display stand, of course, as it does each figure. Both of their boxes look like this, had a gold label, had their name at the bottom. I only have the Animal Man box, but, you know, there's the back of that as well. I don't know why they chose this one. His gloves are like blue, his jacket's blue. He doesn't have a jacket over here. Hawk, or eagle, or bird. I can't tell what it is. And, you know, he's got different boot tops. These are flat on the box. These are kind of like curled. I don't know. But that's what both of the boxes look like, to give you an idea. And let's go ahead and look at Batman's accessory. He only comes with one. This is a bunch of bats, with them being connected via this tentacle type of piece. You can kind of see the suction cups on the big one, not so much the smaller ones. But this piece was originally used on the Dawnbreaker figure in green, painted with some black or gray. I'm not sure what color. I don't have Dawnbreaker. But, you know, you can stick this on his Yellow Lantern ring arm. It doesn't hold very well, as you can see, but you can do that. That is a display option. And then Animal Man here, let's take a look at his accessories. So first things first, he comes with a set of fists, a left and a right, one of which is on the figure. He comes with a trigger finger holding left hand. He comes with a left and a right karate chop hand. And lastly, he comes with this like mid-morph animal hand. It's like a bird or a hawk or an eagle. Again, I don't know what one, but, you know, it's nice. It looks good. Kind of weird. Wish we got one for each side. I would probably be posing him, you know, with this hand holding something. I just like the look of that. And lastly, he comes with an animal. I think this is a Wolverine. Doesn't look like a badger, but it's painted very nicely. It's in a brown plastic with a black wash. And, of course, it has the teeth painted in like a tan color. It's got the nose painted, and the eyes are painted as well. Love the look of that. That's going on the shelf, probably next to my Topo. Anyway, that's all the accessories they come with. Obviously, I think that one is better because it comes with more. It gives you more options. But Yellow Lantern Batman here is mostly reused, just like him over here. But he does have quite a few new parts. Most notably the upper torso and his Sinestro core ring hand. Unfortunately, they didn't actually put the logo on there. It's just a circle with an indent. Pretty lame. Also, one other thing to note is that he doesn't have alternate hands, because these ones are specifically molded like Hasbro alternate hands. Ooh, pulled my wire there. But you can see that it's like a Hasbro hinge joint rather than a Mcfarlane, where the wrist is separate from the hand. I thought that was kind of strange. Same thing with his open hand here. Now this figure is mostly reused from the Earth 2 Arkham Knight figure. I don't have that figure, but basically reuses all the same stuff. This Batman people were buying to make customs of the Ben Affleck Batman, which, you know, it makes sense. This is a very buff Batman. Like this is probably the biggest bicep piece of any Batman figure that I own or has been made. I do have issues with his ankles. He wants to lean backward. I think that also has to do with this, you know, giant heavy cape. It's a nice cape though, like very nice, just standard looking Batman cape. I want to see more of this cape, even if it's heavy as hell. And what I like about it is that the plug is actually at the top of the base of the upper body rather than in the middle of it. So you can actually get it up into some, pretty wacky areas. But yeah, I do like this cape. Want to see more of it. Hopefully Mcfarlane could find a reuse for it. Or, even downsize it, make a new mold. Trying to get his shoulder piece to line up here. But his shoulder here is painted yellow on one side and black on the other. That way you can, kind of line up the, the paint on the shoulder there. Even the boots are painted, like the shoes themselves and the ankle joints. I thought that was kind of weird. I'm surprised they didn't just mold this in the yellow color. I think it's just black underneath, but it's really hard to tell. They do a very, very thorough job painting these. Mcfarlane does with those joints. Thankfully, he doesn't have the issue with Bane's wrist, where they painted the entire joint and then shoved it in. But good-looking head sculpts. I don't like that the nose sticks, or rather the nostrils stick out. Looks kind of weird. Gives them like an ape-like look. Don't like that. Also, one thing to note is that the black here, it's more of a dark gray, but just a touch of green to it. It's not particularly just black. I thought that was a very strange choice. But on display, it looks fine enough. Looks like it's black. That's all that really matters. Anyway, Animal Man here. They did a great job on Animal Man. This reuses the Blue Beetle Booster Gold body. And this wasn't a figure I didn't know too much about. But, I read the art card and, I know a little bit more about him now. But yeah, he looks cool. I like that the paint is very clean and crisp. Nothing looks off here. I mean, maybe if you, bend him back, it kind of breaks it up at the top, but not at the bottom, thankfully. Just to realign that. I mean, obviously, if you do some more wacky poses, it breaks it up a bit more, but that's just the nature of action figures. Mine does have like some scratches on this side, as you can see, like they're indented into the figure. Not sure why that is. Articulation's good on both of these figures, nothing too out of the ordinary. Just standard typical Mcfarlane, even with the crunch forward and back. He has no crunch forward, I'm not even going to show that. But I like this head sculpt a lot. The glasses look, it's good, although I do wish we had some translucent ones with their eyes poking out, but this is good enough for me. The hair is two-tone. It's painted in two different blonde colors. You have a darker and a brighter. And yeah, Animal Man turned out really good. Do wish he came with a jacket, but oh well. Anyway, let's stand these two next to each other and we can move on to our size comparison. So Batman here at the top of his ears stands at 7 3/4 inches at the top of his ears, and Animal Man stands at just over 7 inches tall, like just over. All right, let's go ahead and see how these figures look next to some others. Let's start off with, I mentioned him earlier, but the BVS Batman figure. But yeah, people were making this into a custom of that, and having them next to each other, I can see why. Although the wrist bracers are a bit different, you could easily make a custom of this into this. Stick him back here. Next up, we have the Green Lantern Batman. Love the look of that. I forgot to get Sinestro off of my shelf. Oh well. Let's see. Another Justice League member. We got Captain Atom with a head swap. And lastly, we have the Target exclusive Cassandra Cain Batgirl on the side there. Look pretty good next to all these other figures. Green Lantern Batman is taller by a considerable margin. He's also got a much bigger head. Yeah, just I'm glad to have a yellow and a green Batman, but that's all I gotta say. Just Let's get them out of the way. Ooh, see, see, his cape gets in the way. I swear. Get these figures out of the way, and let's see how they look next to some other lines. If I can get him to stand back up. He does have a bit of a bow-legged problem, but his ankles are the bigger issue. Let's go ahead and start off with another Lantern member. We got Atrocitus, Build-A-Figure. We have our last Mcfarlane DC figure here. We have Gold Label Arkham City Batman. Let's reposition them. Oop, you see him lean back? That's not good. We'll put the Halo Spartan Collection Spartan Yoroi back here. Let's get our wrestlers out of the way. We got Mattel WWE Elite 100 John Cena. Fix the camera a bit. AEW Unrivaled Samoa Joe. Alright, now our 6-inch lines. G.I. Joe Classified Tiger Force Outback. The Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Black. We get the Star Wars Black Series Boba Fett from the vintage card. And lastly here we have our Scarlet Spider from Marvel Legends. So Animal Man you can still get on Target.com or the app as far as I'm aware. Probably still find it in stores. But they did recently clearance out a lot of stuff, so good luck. Yellow Lantern Batman I did have to buy for a little bit more than I wanted to. I said 20, but after shipping it was like 30. Yeah, well. But good luck finding that Batman if you're looking for it. Animal Man, though, I do recommend of these two. If you had to get one of them, Animal Man's your one. Just the value of having this extra animal as well as the accessories just puts it over the top for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of these two figures. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, peace.